want to be happy. We all want to be happy. It's coming and going. It is not there. You know. Uh, Probably we try to impress others. We are very happy showing our Tesla car, or I'm in America. I'm an engineer. I'm a doctor. You know, I have a green card. I have citizenship. I'm a nice devotee. But with all the designations, still we are not 100% happy. Are you 100% happy? You know, somebody looks 20 at the age of 20, very beautiful. You know, so this happiness. Uh, I'll tell why I said that later. But this happiness, it's coming and going. I used to work in America too. In the office, how are you today? Not bad. They would say, how are you today? Not bad. I've never seen anybody smiling. Oh, so happy. Amazing. Or Black Friday, you purchase the whole Walmart, bring it to your home. The next day you start smiling. Why? I am so blissful. No, we don't see that. So, uh, despite all the things we do, uh, despite whatever we try, if you get into engineering, you'll be happy. Even when you're sleeping and you studied engineering or medicine, whatever. You know? So then you finished about 4 years. You know? Then okay, you're done once for all done. So then if you do residency, then you'll be a doctor. Eventually you finish residency, you become a doctor also. You'll be happy, probably you'll give a little party. The next day onwards, yeah, nobody's giving jobs. Medicine is not enough, you need MD. So same thing, for engineering, okay, you have a small job. One day you'll see a friend. Where are you? I'm in Michigan. What is that? you know, wow. So okay, if I go to America, I'll be happy. Honestly speaking, I used to live in Singapore. One day somebody sent all the pictures from Minneapolis. Snow, snow carvings. All the people in Singapore thought we should go there only. And I landed on first day, it snowed. Then I was so happy. 7 generations previously, I mean, this side, mother side or father side, no one has seen snow. I am seeing it. And I describe it left and right. 3 years later, my brother asked, why nowadays you're not speaking about snow? I said, winter is coming, terror starts. So, this happiness, what we perceive in, it comes and goes. You know? So today, uh, what is that? Why, we actually know, those of you have seen GITA applications. You have ABCD. What is ABCD? Associate with devotees. Read Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, chant the holy name, and do diet, prasad. So then, why I am coming back? Okay, sometime I'll do. I'll do next lifetime, not this lifetime. That's why I'm showing this. So, okay, when you go for shopping, you have varieties of t-shirts, not just one model. When you go to college, there are so many varieties of courses. When you go for train or flight tickets, there are so many types: business class, economy class, like that. What does it mean? What does it mean? There are certain things different, certain things common. So likewise, scriptures explain, Bhagavad Gita explains, there are 8.4 million living entities. And in the screen, you see, even though there are many, only two types. What are the two types? That's it. Humans and animals. So humans and animals, very nice. So when we see categories means what? Something is common, something is different. Uh, Human life, actually, you should know this. Animals I told in why bad things happen to good people. When animals, there is no karma for animals. Why? They work by instinct. For example, if lion's stomach is full, lion doesn't know he or she has to kill you, you know, for tomorrow breakfast or lunch. You know, lion will die but never eat vegetarian. Cow will die but will never eat non-vegetarian. And another thing, when they are not hungry, they won't eat. Do you know this? In jungles, there are no veterinary doctors. But how they get cured? Whenever they become sick, they stop eating. But in our case, you know, somebody said this is the root cause of the disease. Undigested food. Ama means phlegm. When the food is not digested, it'll create phlegm. Amaya means a disease. See Sanskrit, phlegm will create the disease. So it's because of there isn't because when we don't have regulation, then it'll create disease. So the point I'm making is because animals they're very disciplined, regulated actually, but in our case not like that. But if you really see, I'm honest with, can everyone hear what I'm telling in the call?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay. Gulab jamun, 30 seconds, rasgulla, another 30 seconds, 1 minute. And you add samosa to it, 2 minutes. It's just 2 minutes happiness. But when it gives trouble, 20 hours. अरे यार ऐसा नहीं खाना था. You remember? It's just 2 minute happiness. Material energy, Maya. Do you mean actually you are there, but you're for your first time. Maybe Mataji has some idea, she would come. Maya means we call Durga. What she does? This much happiness. We are willing to go through this much suffering, and nobody wants to give it up. That's the beauty. Wow, amazing. I told this today, right? Next week onwards, we do that. Forget about you, me also. I do for like 6 months, 7 months, 3 months sometimes. Suddenly, it's bore over. I'm ready to go through suffering, but let me ice. Wow, the power of material energy, Maya. So this class is meant for sharp, the sharpening your intelligence, subdue the mind, and make you regulated. Little bit, little bit, little bit, little bit. Understand? So. न प्रश्येत् प्रियं प्राप्य न द्विजेत् प्राप्य च प्रियं स्थिरबुद्धिरसम्मूढो ब्रह्मविद् ब्रह्मणि स्थिता. A person who neither rejoices upon achieving something pleasant nor laments upon obtaining something unpleasant, who is self-intelligent, who is unbewildered, who knows the signs of God, is already situated in transcendence. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we are aiming here, nothing else. We are not here to proselytize anybody. You can do whatever you want to do. It's voluntary. But can somebody from the call read the translation? Who will read the translation? The right people.
I can read, Prabhuji.
Please.
A person who neither rejoices upon achieving something pleasant nor laments upon obtaining something unpleasant, who is self-intelligent, who is unbewildered, and who knows the science of God, is already situated in transcendence, self-realization.
Transcendence. Your name? Who is this?
Prabhuji.
Huh?
Hansini. Hansini.
Oh, me. Amazing. Okay. So, what is the goal? Um, when happiness comes, you become like expand like a balloon. Oh, amazing! Wow. When the distress comes, multiplied by 4 times, you'll become like a deflated tire. This one line changed me, made me join full time. I used to work in America. When happiness comes, if you expand like a balloon, I just use the common terms 4 times. Sometimes it's more, maybe 10 times. Multiplied by 10 times when distress comes. But yesterday you enjoyed, you remember that and you forget today's suffering. No, this one line changed my life. If you want to hear, I'll tell the story also. You know, but why? That's the reason. Nobody comes to America to become Krishna conscious. We come to America to enjoy, right? You know. So we are the goal of this program is to attain a transcendence, become free from three modes, become free from three modes. In other words, become free from Maya and realize you are not the body but soul. Self realize the self. You are not the man, you are not the woman. This lifetime you are man, next lifetime will be woman. Next lifetime will be one, next to be a man again. There's only jacket. Prabhuji is wearing a black one, I'm wearing a saffron one, Mata is wearing a white one. You know? So what is our problem today? I think I am white jacket. You're not the jacket. You're the person within, right? You know, बाह्यस्पर्शे श्वसक्तात्मा विन्द्यत्यात्मनि यत् सुखं स ब्रह्मयोगयुक्तात्मा सुखमक्षयमश्नुते. When you start enjoying sensual level, which is only 2-3 minutes, maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes, I don't know any pleasure that lasts continuously non-stop 1 hour, maybe half an hour, some sensual pleasures, you know. But do you know any pleasure that lasts for 5 hours continuously? The suffering comes, COVID, 15 days no recovery. Cancer past 6 months chal raha hai now, but right? A relationship problem, past 2 months, 2 years heartbroken. That's why I said this much happiness, this much suffering. So I'm gonna read the translation again.
Such a liberated person is not attracted to material sense pleasure, but is always in trance, enjoying the pleasure within. In this way, the self-realized person enjoys unlimited happiness, for he concentrates on the Supreme.
Yes, this is 5th chapter Gita. These both two verses are from Bhagavad Gita. Such a liberated person is not attracted to material sense pleasure. Actually, materialists know only one pleasure, sense pleasure. That's why you want to buy a car, there will be one girl standing with little clothes in the front and girl standing behind with the little clothes in the back. You want to buy a food processor, or a food processor has nothing to do with the naked nudeness of a girl. She holds a food processor, you know. And recently, now what is it? What is it? Massager. They were showing a lady with massaging herself. Hare Krishna. You don't need to show, but that much. You know, I'm sorry to tell you, there is a big billboard with the 3 letters. You know what it is. Now we got your attention. Our church opens on Sunday every day, every Sunday 10 o'clock. Can you believe? There's a big billboard. What is that? Now we got your attention. Our church opens every Sunday 10 o'clock. Please come. Wow. Just to get your attention. So, but what is Krishna telling? Such a liberated person, because yes, this will give happiness, but this much only. But it will bring this much distress. Nobody knows. For sure. Understand? You know? So, happiness is within. We saw one sessions. Why do you want to be happy? That is the nature of the soul. Anandamayo abhyasat. What is the nature of the soul? To be happy. Weekend is coming, what will you do? I'll close the doors and cry. And nobody will say that. Will you close your doors and cry? Yes, if that crying gives you happiness. You know? But believe me, if you taste little spiritual pleasure, little, if the soul enjoys a little bit, not mind and not intelligence and not tongue or anything, the soul enjoys a little bit, you will pursue that. One day one person asked me, what made you what made you give up job and you're still continuing after this many years? What is that you have seen that you have not seen? That's a great question. Because if you join McDonald's, $10 an hour they'll give, right? $10 an hour is, in New York actually $15. So means I said I appreciate him. You're very good. Means yes, I have to see something that others have not seen. That's why I'm going forward. What is that I have seen? I said, stay with me for 20 years, I'll tell you. I did see, no doubt. I definitely saw. Otherwise, who will continue? Right? I've seen something. And that is making me continue. So my request to you, first of all, one is liberation. Second is mental sense pleasure. Third is a trance. Trance means um, samadhi. So, and second thing is enjoying the pleasure within. Nobody told you, your parents also till this day. You can enjoy the pleasure within. You will become an engineer, you'll be happy. You get married and go to America, you'll be happy. Or you have a problem with your husband, get divorced and be happy. Yes or no? One day I told Mataji, if you really ask me, continue with your husband. She said, my parents never said. I said, your parents don't know. If you listen to me, just continue. I'm going through trouble. I said, don't worry. Continue, everything will be alright. Take my word for granted. Everything is absolutely alright now. The Prabhu also changed. But I told her, I'll work on your husband. So, but she said, when my parents don't, I said, your parents, they're blindly affectionate on you. They're unable to see the reality. So you need somebody who's neutral. Like your teacher beats. Not that teacher is inimical and student, mother is affectionate. Right? So, liberated person, not attracted to material sense pleasure, even temples. My lord, I'm asking you last time, please give me this. In 1 month, if you don't give this, I'll go to another temple. Temples also don't tell this. Churches don't tell. Synagogues don't tell. In other words, they're all cheating you. One day I went to one temple in India, Vijayawada. He said, "You all put money in in my plate. I'll pray for you, for your desires." I said, "Arey, I mean, I didn't. I told myself, yeah, this is cruelty. The day they come to know your prayers are also not working, they not only lose faith on you, but on there's a Narasimha temple actually. They lose faith on him. When you go to temple or mosque or church or synagogue to get your mental desire, if it is satisfied, you will become a donor. Once you will become so busy, you'll go once in a while. If it is not satisfied, you'll become atheistic and you'll stop going. You agree or not? So, but happiness is within. Happiness is within. What's the nature of the soul? We saw that. Satchitananda. We are eternal. Because this word eternal, I shivered first time, 2.12. We'll see. We are eternal. You've taken birth 1992? When? 91. Wow, my guess is close. It'll go up to probably 2080. I know. So where were you 2 years before that? 1989, where were you? I don't know. So where you will be after 2080? Don't know. I mean, things like Corona don't happen. Yes sir. No? So my request to you, That to this trance means what? Unlimited happiness continuously, totally continuously unlimited happiness. Samadhi, enjoying within. Imagine if you tell this verse before Black Friday, you know, you know, they will never, they will never let the verse come in. Big advertisement. Happiness is not in Walmart, Target. Happiness is within. Don't go. You know. And last thing, that is attainable only through concentration on the Supreme. It's important. Should I continue? This is a great verse. Isamsparsajabhoga dukkayona evate adyantavantakavantayanate shramate buddha. The number is wrong. Actually, I'm sorry. It is a 2.15. What is Krishna telling? An intelligent person. Can you some? You can read much. Read.
An intelligent person does not take part in the process of misery, which are due to contact with the material senses. O son of Kunti, such pleasures have a beginning and end, and so the wise man does not delight in them.
Great, thank you. So, यही संस्पर्श भोग दुख योनयवती. You know, so happiness coming with gulab jamun, coming in contact with gulab jamun, or a man or woman, you know, because they have beginning and end. 9:30 it will start, 9:45 it will end. And there is a word adi, it has a beginning, anta, end. So, a person who is intelligent will not take part in that. You have engineering entrance in 1 month or medical entrance. I'll go to movie, 3 hours enjoyment. No, no. I want to enjoy much more. So person will, you're all here means you resisted the demands of mind. You resisted the demands of senses. That's why you're here. Right? If you apply the same thing, the way computer science is there, there is spiritual science also. So what is that word? Okay. End of the day, I'll ask some questions. Not that you're listening. Pay attention. I'm a little bit changing today. I'll ask questions, everybody. Is it okay? Yes or no?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Thank you. You know? And what is Krishna telling? Very wonderful verse. Shaknoti haiva yashodam prak sarira vimokshanat kamakrododbhavam vegam sayuktasya sukhi nara. Before dying, before leaving the world, if you can check, if you're able to tolerate the urges of material senses, check the force of lust and anger, desire and anger, then he is well situated and happy. Wow, Bhagavad Gita is talking about sense control. Before you leave this world, if you can check the force of greed, lust, and anger, universities are telling increase your grade. Pay $40,000 every year and study. If you pay $40,000 every year for 4 years, will you study for knowledge? You want money, right? So if you get more money, universities are telling, parents are telling, get more money. Become greedy and be happy. What is Krishna telling? As long as you harbor these qualities, you can never be happy. So if you really want to be happy, what is that? What are the 3 things we have to give up? Kama krodha. Actually, no, it said only 2 words. Kama, lust fulfilled greed leads to greed, unfulfilled leads to anger. Can you give me an example? Okay, by the way, do you become angry regularly?
Nowadays it's very reduced,
Oh, that's good.
so much reduced. But yes, it's like we can't control it.
I know.
Sometimes
You become angry on your husband? Oh, really? You go angry?
Yeah.
Okay. So everyone becomes angry. You know?
Situations.
I know. Okay, I also become angry actually. Right? So, but what is Krishna telling? If you want to be happy, check these forces. Now we are going, you know. Uh, okay, I have a question for everyone. So far, what did we learn? What did we learn in 2 minutes? Then we'll go forward.
Material.
Okay, very good. So,
So we should regulate them.
should check them. Very nice, wonderful. Anybody, one more point, just one point. End of the day, what has touched your heart? One point you tell. One.
Instead of looking for happiness outside, it is better that you realize it's within you and try to practice it regularly.
Amazing, Amma. Fantastic. Amazing.
The nature of soul.
Nature of soul is eternal bliss and knowledge, Sachidanand. You want to? One point. Yes, Sai Prasad, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So the ultimate aim is not to is to control greed and anger and lust and look beyond these three.
Amazing. You want to add? You can think.
Yeah.
Yes. Anybody in the call wants to add anything? Okay, no problem.
A person during his present body, he should realize that he should give up on lust, greed, and anger,
Amazing.
so that he will.
He'll be happy. Yes, he or she will be happy. Anyone wants to add one point in the call?
We need to come out of three minutes.
We need to come out of Maya, metal energy. Okay. So there are 4 metal needs common between humans and animals. This is from Mahabharata. Ahara nidra bhayamaidunam cha samanyamedat pasubhirnaranam dharmo hi tesham adhiko vishesham dharmena hina pasui samana. 4 things are common between human beings and animals. What are the 4 things?
Eating, sleeping, and mating.
Bhaya, bhaya and maidunam. Eating, mating, enjoyment, and defending. You defend. Like you sleep, you eat nicely. When you eat nicely, then what happens? Maidunam, you look for a mate and you enjoy sex life. Then you give birth to children. So you defend, you protect them from other animals. So the animals and human beings, they're common. You know, we also eat, they eat. We sleep, they also sleep. You know, and we know there's a mating. This whole world is behind this only. And fighting. So, but a few extra reasons we have, a few extra things we have. Dharmo hi tesham. We have reasoning, we have questioning, we have thinking, and we have logical intelligence. You know. So, what is the 4 extra things we have? These 4 things we have. You know. So they actually animals they have little intelligence. If you feed dog every day 12 o'clock, dog doesn't need Rolex watch to come here. Or next day tomorrow exactly it will come at 12 o'clock. If you beat 2 days, I think boss is upset today for some. Tomorrow he'll change. He'll come third day also. The cat knows how to very well how to steal the milk. So, but they have intelligence, but they use it only for eating, medically. So how we are special? We have ability for a higher inquiry. Cats and dogs cannot together come like this and discuss the higher nature of our life. This cannot discuss the higher qualities of our life. So second thing is dharma. Dharma means inquiry. Dharmo hi tesham. Who am I? Where did I come from? Where will I go? What is the goal of life? And We have ability to inquire. Second thing is our nature is a Sachidananda. We are a blissful souls. Animals also, but they're totally covered. But we are not that much. See, we have a choice. You know, Dad sent you gulab jamuns. Paid bhar gaya. Keep it there. I'll eat tomorrow. I'll have about tomorrow. Everything will be done in 5 minutes only. And then I'll eat. Stomach is full. Still we'll eat. So we have a choice. Yes or no? The last one. Animals don't have, but we have it. Determination. Hell or high water, I'll do it. Determined. You know. So that's how we are. If we do not exhibit these qualities, we are no better than animal. Unfortunately, today's society, people use these qualities to pursue sensual pleasures. That's it. That's why they do not know there is something higher pleasure existing. So human life, 24 into 7 is how much? 168. You do 4 things, 166 hours, 167 hours. But come and inquire. Like this, only 1 hour. Come and inquire, only 1 hour. Believe me, you'll be promoted to better life and higher happiness. If you do not do that, no inquiry, you'll go back to animal species for sure. Second thing is A means ability to inquire. What's second one? Bliss. Who will read? Not read?
Parthiva rasa is amount of pleasure if all your senses are perfect and you have unlimited resources to enjoy your senses. Swargiya rasa, 1,000 jada or parthiva rasa.
1,000 times.
1,000 times of jada rasa or parthiva rasa. Brahman rasa, 1,000 times of swargiya rasa. Bhakti rasa, ocean in which Brahman rasa is a drop.
Amazing. Thank you. So, you know the word rasa?
Yes.
Mellow. So, the body is actually, the moment soul goes, the body is dead. Parthiva means dead. You know? So, where we enjoy dead matter. You know? Gulab Jamun is already put an orange for 5 days, it catches the fungus. So, anything, so Parthiva rasa means sensual pleasure. How long can you enjoy? Not for a long time. You know, one boy ran away from his home to Mumbai, and he joined as a waiter. You know, uh, dahi vada, right? He wanted to eat dahi vada morning to evening every day, but as a waiter, he's entitled for only one dahi vada a week. That day was determined. A day will come, one day, I'll start a restaurant like this, and I'll eat only dahi vada morning to evening, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. That was his determination. So he worked very hard. Today he has 5 restaurants in Mumbai. But the problem is he became old, his digestive system is gone, we cannot eat the vada. So how long can we enjoy? We cannot enjoy for a long time. Right? But compared to the sensual pleasure, Swargiya Rasa, the pleasures on the heavenly planets, 1,000 times higher. That's why it's called, this body is called Jada. Jada means inert. There is no life in that. In fact, anything we eat, anything we do, it's dealing with the inertness. Name and fame, that's also dead, it's inert, just, inertness, inert pleasure of this world. God, it's so subtle, you know. But there is a Brahman, means spiritual. So 10,000 times higher than Swargiya Rasa. But Bhakti Rasa, when you perform Bhakti, we teach Bhakti Yoga here, is not even a drop. Even for example, The pleasures on in the Swarga, the pleasure on the level of spirituality, it's not even a drop. If you consider bhakti as an ocean, Brahman is not even Brahman is a drop in that ocean. This is what we are trying. We train people. Second thing, even though you're giving only 1-2 hours end of the week, this is the only thing that will come with you. This is the only thing that will come with you. Nobody will come with you. My father died 35 years ago, maybe 36 now. My uncle died 34 years ago. Then I realized that this is the only thing that's going to come with us. Second thing is a choice. Animals act by instincts. I said that, action and response. As I said, lion is hungry, it will go and attack. Lion is not hungry, a lion will not attack. So animals, they act by instincts, but we act by choice. That's why karma works on humans. There is no karma for animals. For example, doctor says, hey, don't eat for 7 days. You'll give it up. Or colon cleanse. Do this. You'll do it. The last one, determination to do ABC. Determination to ability mean ability to inquire. Determination B for what? Bliss. I want that happiness. I'll do little. I want to become an engineer. I want to become a doctor. I want to go to America. So you want that pleasure you wanted. So you'll work on it. Second thing is we have choice. I use my choice to attain the higher pleasures. Understanding? So, but if we do not use this ability, then Mahabharata says, Dharme nahi na pasu hi samana. You're only two-legged animal. You're only two-legged animal. Today everyone is like that, majority. Right? But of course the Indians are a little different. How? They are not atheistic, but they want spiritual insurance. My lord, if I go to temple, two things will come. One is attendance, second is prasad. My lord, don't forget me. So that's a little better, no doubt, but it's not the highest. In fact, man becomes worse than animal. Why? Human beings become more miserable than animals. How? Animals don't experience all these things. Sleeping pills. America, so many people take sleeping pills. Every second person, has mental problem. One day I went to California. We were standing suddenly one guy came and joined, uh, he counted. He was in the middle. I was in maybe fifth person. 1, 2, 3, 4. One of the 5 is going to die out of cancer. I said, you're telling us it's a happy news. He said, that's my research nowadays. He did PhD in Penn State. So, there's a scarcity, there's a threat, there are heartbreaks. People go through a lot of stress. And suicide. 10th leading cause of death in America is suicide. And there are no abortions in the animal kingdom. And always fear. So people are living in fear like anything. So animals actually don't experience these things. Actually, animal life is like a tractor. Human life is like a nice Mercedes car. So we should utilize human life to go higher, not degrade. One day, I used to live in West Virginia. Then what happened? It snowed for 3 months continuously. It was always snow, like 1 foot snow and accumulated on the top of the ground. So 11 o'clock in the night, one day, I just came out. West Virginia is known for deers. So many deers, hundreds of deers. So then what happened? I was watching, the deers came. There is no food to eat. They started digging. Finally took the dry grass that was wet with snow, and they were eating it. I said, wow, so sad. But in our case, if it's cold, you'll switch on the heat. It's hot, you'll switch on the AC. So, but human life also we understand all these higher things. So we should aim for a better life. Now, we want to be, what is the nature of the soul? To be happy. Anandamaya abhyasat. You know, um, but few things will give us trouble. We want to be happy all the time. As I said, weekend is coming. What you are going to do? Some people say, I want to sleep. Many will do that. You know, because sleep gives them happiness. Actually, first of all, no tension, no stress. You know, uh, what kind of happiness you are looking for? Permanent, ever increasing, shared with loved ones, variety. No, whomever you are there with you, 50 years later they won't be there with you. You agree or not? It's difficult to accept, but it is a reality, right? So, uh, so why should you be with them only for 20 years? Why not? The rest of the eternity, you know. Do you want it? Yes or no? Emma? Huh? Permanent. Yeah, good. If these characteristics are absent, then what happens? That happiness is relative. If the happiness is not permanent, it is not increasing, you cannot continuously share with loved ones, there is no variety, it is a relative happiness. For that reason, actually, sensual pleasures are very relative. Gulab jamun, very good. 1, 2, 3, 5, 20. At 21, difficult. Anyone has experience? No? One pleasure that you said, enough, I can't. Ma? Which one?
Like it's not in specific, but anything you like and you
Over a period of time, you get bored.
bored.
I know. Everyone is following in the online?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes,
Okay,
Prabhuji.
thank you. So, variety means, Prabhuji, let me tell you. After gulab jamun, what you will do? Then you'll go for samosa only. Change of taste. Otherwise, you'll get bored. Variety means what? Why not? Unlimited. You know, morning Mangalarti one tune, Guru Puja another tune, in between Prasad, and oh, so much variety. Unlimited variety. So, with the happiness is two types, relative and real happiness. Relative happiness means by solving a relative problem. Real happiness means solving real problems. You agree or not? Everyone read this. Relative happiness by solving relative problems. Real happiness by solving real problems. Okay, now then the question is, what is a relative problem? 1 minute. Hansini, can you read that one line? What is it?
One man's food is another man's poison.
Tell me, what is somebody's happiness, another's distress? Can you give an example? What you don't like but others like it. What others don't like, you like it. What is that?
Um,
Yes. Anybody? Amazing. Fantastic. Lawyers, yeah, amazing. And what else? Wow, that's great, Prabhu. You know? Yeah, nobody wants, if you don't become sick, doctors will be very unhappy actually. If you become sick, doctors say, come, yeah. Hey, we have doctors here, In the call also, Great. And lawyers, you get into a problem, yeah, please, I am there for you, don't worry. Any other thing. Any other thing.
Everyone's job is. As part of my job, we do analysis for customer care people, those who gives. We are doing so much analysis for them. That money is causing pain for them. They will be screwing them over. You didn't work this one. increasing your productivity. But we get paid to do that. They get food on that.
Amazing, amazing. Anybody else? So you have toothache, a dentist. We have a dentist. Yeah. Dentist says I am there to help you. You know, in India, I heard like what is that? Rainy season is a good season for doctors because so many diseases. So nowadays, of course, they respect our season. You know, umbrella shop and vegetable seller. Rainy winter comes, rainy season comes. Vegetable seller, yeah, this rainy season is so bad. Umbrella shop owner say, this is the best, Snow removal, exactly, you know, yeah, Richmond hill station, when snow falls, Richmond doesn't like it. But the snow removals they like. So, can anyone guess any other example? Otherwise, we can go to the next one. What is the real problem? You should not speak. Nobody wants common to all. No one wants it. Everyone gets it. What is the real problem? Nobody wants it. Everyone gets it. No one can avoid it. No, but you don't speak, but let others speak. What is the real problem? Huh? Stress, yes. Stress means disease basically. Hmm. Huh. Death. Okay, death, yes. Death is there. That's true. No, everyone gets it. Probably debt, not everyone has debts. Indians don't have debts, for your information. Do you know this? Indians, they lead a debt-free life. World doesn't know that India is poor, but Indians are very rich. America is very rich, but Americans are poor. Right? So, everybody, can you guess? Okay, Prabhuji said death. Srinath Prabhu said death is one problem, and Mataji said disease is another problem. Another, Amma.
Fear of future.
Fear of future. Fear of future. If you're son of Bill Gates, you look forward to, when will I graduate and and I'll take over the company. Fear of future. Okay. Actually, no. Okay. Let us focus on these things only. For example, as I said, if you're Bill Gates' son, you look forward to finishing your college and getting into a job. So taking over the business. Greediness, is it a real problem? Not everybody is greedy. Any other problem? Wonderful. Try, please try. Anyone? Wait. So tell one more problem. Okay, what are problem you know? Anybody in the call who can say one problem? Let us discuss whether it's a real problem or a relative problem. You can tell some problem. Okay, I'll tell it. Birth. What's the next one? Old age. Yes. Birth, death, old age, and disease. Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadhi. These four things no one can avoid. So, then, apart from these three, four, there are three more miseries. Krishna explains in Gita. Adhyatmika, Adhidayika, Adhibhautika miseries. Adhyatmika means misery due to body and mind. Does mind make you happy? Showing you what you have. If you have a square meal every day, you have a home, if you're actually graduate, you have graduation. There are only 7% of people in the world who have graduation. If you have a steady income, if you're healthy, 96% of people are not healthy. Only 4% of people are healthy. If you have a steady income, if you have, if you have steady income, you have a graduation, and you have a job, you're actually in 0.01%, not even 1%. So is your mind making you happy, telling you all these things? No. So misery due to body and mind is called adhyatmika. Misery caused by some other living entity, it's called adhibhautika. And misery caused by nature is called adhidaivika. So give me an example for adhyatmika disease. Adhyatmika misery. Disease comes to the body. Perfect. Right. Disease. Mental problem. Perfect. Mental problem, stress is actually adhyatmika disease. Adhyatmika misery. And disease is also adhyatmika misery. Very nice. Wonderful. Then example for atibhautika. No one can avoid this. Mosquitoes in India. But here, right now, coronavirus, right? It's an atibhautika disease. And the last one, the misery due to nature. Snow. So floods, disasters, exactly. There are. So 4 plus 3, 7 things can hamper our sensual pleasure. What is that? 7 things can hamper our sensual pleasure. What are the 7 things, everybody? Please. This is a sloka in Gita. Body and mind. Thank you. So, and what is that? So we have seen relative problems. For example, job. Not having a job is a relative problem. Like your father is a millionaire and he has a big business. You don't look for a job. It's a relative problem, right? Uh, the real problem means no one wants it, everyone gets it. So how to achieve real happiness? Listen very carefully. Old age is coming. Like, see, the scientific solutions are very, very superficial, and we apply it's like a temporary solution. Like you have a boil, you'll get the boil, you'll apply the ointment here, the boil comes here. Why? Blood is corrupt. So likewise, if we treat only symptomatic, the treatment is symptomatic, then what happens? It will not treat the root cause. So if you want to stop boils from coming, purify the blood. Right? Purify the blood. Hansinemo, can you read this now?
Boil keeps recurring because of impurity in the blood. Our sufferings keep recurring because of our sinful tendency to break God's laws. Science will never be able to solve these problems even in a million years.
Yes. So we have 4 plus 3, 7 problem. Birth, old age, disease and death. Adhyatmik, adhidaivik, adhibhautik miseries. People are taking shelter of science, technology. Now your hair is becoming great. Science says go for hair dye. Yes, sir. You have a problem with teeth, have them dentured, right? So the solutions are very temporary, stopgap solutions. But why are you losing the teeth? Why is your, so what is that? Our suffering is because of the sinful nature. What are the sins we incurred in the past? What is a painkiller? What is a medicine? Medicine cures the disease from the root. Painkiller gives a superficial relief from the pain of medicine, disease. So, what are the advantages? Instant relief, cheap and easily available. Disadvantages? It has side effects, no permanent cure, can make the disease worse. Actually, scientific solutions are like that. Hair dye you apply, then you'll get cancer to the brain. You know? So, every scientific solution has a side effect. Agree or not? So, stop sinning. Today, everyone is telling go on sinning. In fact, go to temple, crack the coconut and sin also. Yes or no? People are there, they go to Tirupati once a year. They shave up, stay very piously. Once you go down, you start doing wrong things. What is the use? 3 kinds of painkillers: scientific advancement and sense enjoyment, 2 speculation, 3 superficial religions. You know? So one is science. What is that? Science. Okay, I have I'm getting this pain. Motrin. One doctor told me, like you're getting pain here. Motrin cuts that connection from here to here. Right? Am I right? That's what the doctor told me. Surgeon. I said, probably that's wrong, right? So the body is telling there's a problem here, address it. You know? Then okay, I'll disconnect it, close the door. You know? Then you have pain now? No. Means you're cured. You're not cured. Agree or not? So that is a superficial solution. But the second one, speculation, guesswork. Today people, they, what is that? Second and third, speculation means guesswork. Probably this is right, this is right, this is right. That is what we call speculation. Third one, superficial religions. Wow, this is ultimate actually, we'll see that one by one. Does material advancement provide solutions to problems? Today, honestly speaking, many people, churches in America, majority of the churches are closed. Temples also people go on weekends only. And who will go to those people who Indians who came from India, they will only go. Right? So if you're grown in America, you won't go. Why do we need all these things? I have a BMW car, I'm this, that, So honestly speaking, 70% of marriages are divorced in first 3 years. 10th leading cause of death is suicide. Every fourth person is dying out of cancer. Every fifth person has obesity problem. Wow, spirituality is more important than ever before. What do you think? Do you all know number one industry in America? Prisons. Alright. Prisons is the number one industry. So material advancement provides solution, but it's only temporary. Yes, we want to go, we want to reach. So car was invented. But so much traffic jams. And the problem, it will lead to another problem, no permanent solution. In fact, it gives rise to further problems. You want to hear an example? One day, I'll not tell this person's name, I'll tell at the end. He came to India. To our temple. He's from Detroit, actually. So, he was talking. I have to get to airport right now. I have to go to airport. Sorry, he didn't tell. They told, hey, Prabhuji, you have to go to airport. So 3 hours time is there, no problem. This is not America. This is India. I said, all right, I'll go. So he started talking to everyone. He said, Prabhuji, no, we should leave. Already packed everything. 2 hours, 45 minutes. And he told his car wala, wherever he is. He parked the car in the beginning of the street. And he told the car wala, come and pick me up. Where are you? He said, I went to fill the fuel. I'm coming. I'm a kilometer from here. Come. And he started talking. 45 minutes over. Then he realized that the car holding. Where are you? Sir, traffic jam, sir. Traffic jam? Okay, still 2 hours time is there. Devotee is told, no, he cannot come. You take the taxi. Taxi also traffic jam, right? Even if you're a Mercedes. He said, this is all because of my grandfather. He's actually Henry Ford's grandson, Ambrish Prue, Alfred Ford. This is all because of my grandfather, he said. Everyone is listening? Is everyone listening or not?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Thank you. So, material problems, they offer a temporary solutions, no permanent solution. In fact, it gives rise to further problems. Okay, 1990, people were thin, TVs were big. Today, TVs became thin and you agree or not? White hair, huge hair dye, wrinkles on the face, facelift, back pain, painkillers, breathlessness, oxygen tubes. So science has solution for everything. Does medical advancement provide solution to real problems? Today, okay, sitting in your bathroom, you can call your mother. Can change. Yeah. Please.
Sorry for the
No problem, no problem. You have 500 channels, social media. But today, what is the reason? With internet pornography, impersonalism, and health issues. People are very impersonal, you know, never before, very impersonal. When father, there's somebody said, I never watched the movie. Father goes and switches off the main, no power. And father sends a message in the cell phone. My dear children, please come down and take lunch. We have not taken lunch together past 1 month. And everyone came down. Father prayed there should not be any electricity for So listen. No, you are not downloaded. You are born. So the voice telling, when was I downloaded? You are not downloaded. You are born. Dear Andy, how have you been? Your mother and I are fine. We miss you. Please sign off your computer and come downstairs for something to eat. Love. Dad. Or do you want me to visit your homepage to see your homework? Hare Krishna. No food, no love, no birth, no death. I suspect we are living in a stupid screensaver. IT Heaven. You may visit our website www.heaven.gov for information and facilities available here. Welcome to the weight loss forum. To lose 1 pound, double click your mouse 6 million times. IT vendor, they are selling like this. IT wedding. Did you get my email? This guy didn't get email, so he got married to another one. So today, what is that? Invention of mobiles always available, easy to contact, speed of work, no privacy, heart diseases, stress. Do you know I cannot hold my phone like this? Even if it is a call from anybody, I have to put on speaker. I did a mistake. I used to do conference calls. I have 3-4 calls a week. I would put like this and talk. So now, if I put my phone like this, it will pain in 3 minutes. My hand will start burning. So when smoking started, nobody realized. Then the lung cancer started after a few years. Same thing with phone. Medicines, they have side reactions, side effects. Although we are advanced in medical science, have latest technology at disposal, still our plans of good health and happiness are thwarted with new and newer diseases. Corona, best example, with so many variants. Advancement of science, inventions. In fact, Oppenheimer, when he saw the mushroom cloud rising in the sky, he quoted Bhagavad Gita. Kalo asmiloka kshekrit pravritto. Time I am Arjuna, I take everything from everybody. You know? Washington-based World Watch Institute press release, 4th May 1999. The 20th century is the most violent century known in the human history. 3 times more people died in the wars of 20th century than in the entire history of warfare between first 81 to 1899. So this 1 year, just because of the invention of the grenades and weapons. Hare Krishna. Speculation. You be yourself. Did you hear this word, be yourself? Believe in yourself. Be yourself. So positive thinking, neurolinguistic programming, forums, you can win, yoga and meditation. So they're actually not not addressing the original problem. There is a book by Dale Carnegie, How to Win Friends and Influence People. You heard of this book? He'll tell you shortcut tips if you want to become very successful. If you want to control others, actually. But basically what? These are the tips, but there is no inside shallow. Superficial religions. Asta Chao, Bhagavad Kathas, religious rituals. They will not satisfy you. Today we have speed, but there is no direction. What is a permanent solution? Yes, we are like the last son of a millionaire. I have a question for all of you. I told this many times, but I'm repeating it today. A boy is lost in the streets of, a boy is lost in Michigan. First person gave food, second person gave what? Medicine, third person gave clothing. But you went to internet and traced the father's address and sent the boy to his father. Who did the real service? Fourth one. Why? By sending the boy to the father, you are solving the food problem, you are solving the hunger problem, you are solving all the problems. If you agree, we are all the last sons of a trillionaire. We are all children of Krishna. We are lost. We are trying to find. So a person who helps you go back to Godhead and revive our original position, that is what self-realization. All the problems are solved. All the problems are solved. Agree or not? So self-realization is a solution. Food, clothing, shelter. You'll be happy. Actually, 30, 40 years ago, what do you want? What are the minimum needs? Food, clothing, and shelter. Now, what are the minimum needs? Cell phone, charger, cell phone, and internet password. Nobody says food, clothing, and shelter. What do you need? 3 things: cell phone charger, and internet. So people, okay, you have a problem. Okay, let's do perform little yajna. Crack the coconut, give donation. It's also good. Real solution is to go back to the Father. Real solution to back home, back to Godhead. I'm done. Today we have discussed relative problems and real problems, and we have discussed how to. Actually, we have seen what are the common things between animals and humans. What are the differences between animals and humans? Okay, now I'll ask a question. What are the common things between animals and humans? You should not. What are the common things between animals and humans? Ansini, what?
enjoyment, defending,
Two more.
eating,
Eating.
sleeping.
Yes. Eating, sleeping, enjoyment, and defending. Thank you. Very nice. What are the things that we differ from animals? Anybody? Yes. A for what? Ability to inquire. B for what? Bliss. C for what? Choice. D for what? Determination. So we have determination, we have abilities to inquire, and we have a higher bliss. We have choices, and we are determined to achieve it. Fantastic. We have logical reasoning, thinking, intelligence. And what tell me some relative problems. Exactly. What are the real problems?
Death, disease, old age.
Birth.
Birth.
And what are the miseries, threefold miseries? Three. Mm. Mm. So misery due to mind and body, misery due to other entities, and misery due to nature. Fantastic. 4 plus 3, no one can avoid. In fact, they'll give us they will hamper our happiness. Fantastic. Then how to achieve real happiness? Yes, reaching our original father. Realize the self. What is the nature of the soul? To be happy. Sachidananda, eternity, bliss and knowledge. You know? How to achieve the real happiness? How to achieve the real happiness? Realize the self. ABCD, yes. Be determined to acquire the happiness on the level of soul and achieve it. So, what is the permanent solution? Go back to your father. Searching for the right thing in the wrong place. So, what is that? You cannot put your head in the trash can. Can you look for water in the desert? No, you cannot look for water in the desert. So Krishna says, what is place to eat is called bhojanalaya, restaurant. Place of drinking is called a madhiralaya. Means what? Alcohol. Place of study is called what? Vidyalaya. Place of books is called what? Grandhalaya. So Krishna is telling this place is Dukhalayam Shashvatam. What is Krishna telling? Dukhalayam. So that's why we should attain self-realization. Anyway, our presence is, somebody says, I'm very happy. I don't know, the Bhagavad Gita is wrong. Krishna says, wait then, it's temporary. You're very happy, it's temporary. Misery will come, don't worry. Somebody says, I'm very miserable, don't worry, happiness will come. End of the day, everything is temporary. Thank you. Okay, we have seen these three things. So the question, this entire one, what is that? So that's why it is very imperative, it's very important to find our father, and we should adopt a process by which we can go retrace our steps back to our father. Yugal Krishna. Any question or comment? Anandamaya Abhyasat means that the nature of the soul is to be happy. Sachitananda is uh, the characteristics of the soul. Soul is eternal, soul is knowledgeable, soul is also blissful. But what is the nature of the soul? The nature of the soul is to be happy. The first three are characteristics. Last one is the nature of the soul. Yes or no? Because the soul, nature of the soul is to be happy, we are trying different things to be happy. Because that is the soul's nature. Any other question or comment? Understood? Am I have any question? Your name is what?
Deepika.
Your Sai Prasad. Any question, Prajit? In the call, anyone has any question? Somebody, Bhagyashri Mataji, am I have any question? Nazarji, have any question? Nitya Mataji, any question? Hansini, you have any question, Amma?
No, Prabhuji.
Nitya Mataji, you have any question?
No, Prabhuji.
Thank you very much. So then we'll end it here. Entire Bhagavad Gita will see basically how to realize we are not the body but a spirit soul, and retrace our steps back to him, go back to him. Is it okay? So we'll end it here, and Hare Krishna.